hair. And a lot of people don't know this, but it's going to be an election year. And so we're going to talk about what it's like to plan in an election year right after this.
Putting the client first. That was my main priority some 20 years ago when I started the Resource Center, and it remains my priority today. That's why I wrote Finding the Courage to Retire, to help guide you confidently along a journey that should be the most rewarding of your life, from creating sustainable income and preservation strategies to understanding Social Security, Medicare, and much more. This book is the retirement roadmap you need. To get your free copy, just call or email our office today.
And we are back. Yeah, who knew? Election year, huh? It's been very low key.
Every 2 years we deal with this nonsense.
Yeah, we do.
So it is what it is. It's really important, though, that we pay attention to our financial planning,
For sure.
It's just like, predicting who's going to win is like predicting the weather. And what's that got to do with financial planning? Well, the bottom line is it impacts financial behavior.
Well, I'm assuming you're talking about predicting the weather in Missouri rather than predicting the weather in Hawaii.
Or San Diego.
Because predicting the weather in Hawaii is not that difficult. Predicting the weather in Missouri is a bit of a crapshoot.
Yeah, they earned their keep. Let's see, who are my two favorite ones? Ron and Jamie, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. They're both really cool people, but they pull their hair out sometimes.
I'm sure.
To figure it out. Well, I know some really good financial people that kind of feel the same way. They're really cool people, but they pull their hair out trying to figure this stuff out. And, who's in power, who's in control, normally doesn't have a lot of influence on the financial markets. But I tell you what, we're in unprecedented territory. Things are different than they've ever been. So I think we do have to pay a little bit of attention. Mainstream media, they automatically try to invoke panic.
Oh, yeah, that's their job.
Fear-mongering. Mm-hmm. Their jobs are to keep people upset.
And watching.
And keep them watching. And, it's all these Fox News shows and all these different shows that just keep one side of the aisle versus the other just, upset all the time. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe, try turning it off and just being quiet. And
well, if there was an only alternative media that you could watch.
Hey, that'd be good.
Wouldn't it be cool if somebody would start like a local streaming media company that was focused just on the local area? And
like K-Raj.
Yeah, or
that'd be a good name.
Planet 417, maybe.
Planet 417? Yeah, that's more of a regional approach.
It would be. Wouldn't that be cool?
But I think that'd be good.
Yeah, we should do that.
The stock market, it generally performs better under divided government.
Is that right?
I bet you didn't know that.
I did not know that, yeah.
If it's lopsided, it goes one direction. And half the country doesn't feel that way.
Oh, yeah.
And so it can have negative impact on markets. If you got a divided government, it's historically it's been performing.
Everybody
very well.
Feels like they've got a little piece of the action. Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Fundamentals drive performance. If the world's doing well, let's stay local. If the U.S. economy's strong, then everybody's happy. But if it's not, then we're kind of where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Positive years outweigh negative years when you're looking at market performance. So we got to always keep that in mind. In my book, Finding the Courage to Retire, I talk about the mix. It's not a all or none scenario. You don't put all your money in a passbook savings account. Mm. You don't put all your money in mutual funds and stocks or all your money in anything. Mm-hmm. It's a mix. It's having a mix of different investments, maybe that offset each other, maybe that complement each other, and that's what it's all about. Mm-hmm. And so if you do have market investments, it's the time in the market not the timing of the market.
Makes sense.
You got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, ride out the dips.
Yeah, you got to ride the dips out. You got to have long-term objectives.
Because the general trend is up.
Yeah. With all the meme stuff going on and the social media stuff, a lot of people think the market is a quick, get quick, rich quick type thing.
Yep.
And it's not. It's a long-term investment tool. You got to establish your risk level, or you've got to have money that you're willing to lose and you don't care, and then do whatever you want. That's kind of a crazy approach, but I've heard that before, and that's how people get started in the market. So if you have some money you want to throw away, I have a trash bucket, just happens to be sitting next to my desk.
Yep.
I'll be glad to take it, and then I can, tell you other things.
For sure.
Don't make decisions out of fear. I mean, that's just common sense stuff.
Yep.
And if you need to talk, call us.
Yep.
We do workshops. We do all this other stuff. So if you want to sit down and visit, we don't. On my side, I don't charge fees to do that.
Right.
I just like to get acquainted with people and know who they are. There we are, 882-1800.
Yep. Call the Resource Center.
Yep.
Sit down, talk to Bruce, find out about our estate planning seminars. We're going to do one this afternoon. It's full. We can't get anybody else in.
Yesterday was full. Today's full. Next Wednesday,
we have a couple openings.
We
I think. Yeah.
We have a couple openings there. So if you want to come, call the office 882-1800.
It's a good time, and we'll see you next week on More Dollars and Cents.
Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC. AE Wealth Management and the Resource Center, Inc. are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any references to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying abilities of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be construed as advice designed to meet a particular need of an individual situation. The Resource Center, Inc. is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during this podcast shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein, provided by third parties, have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by the Resource Center, Inc. This podcast is a paid placement.